This is my DIY Hadley telescope project, which I built for just around $120. With its 114mm primary mirror, it's amazing for viewing planets. This video is going to serve as your complete guide to build this telescope and its base from scratch. All of the files in this video were created by users on our website called Printables. You can find the link to the Hadley Printables page in the description below. Let's get started. So I'm going to go over every single part that we will be using in the Hadley. The first part is our LTA along with our mirror cell, as well as these 3 knobs. We're going to need our middle truss assembly and each side's bearings. Our upper truss assembly right here, and on top of that our whole focuser setup, which I'll be talking about, as well as our selected spider, a secondary mirror holder, and finally the smaller parts include the protective baffle, as well as both finder scopes. That is every single printed part you will need for your Hadley. As for the hardware we will need 22 1/2-inch number 10 screws, 8 3/4 inch number 10 screws, as well as 7 2-inch screws. You'll need 4 springs, as well as 38 number 10 nuts. You will also need 3 lock nuts. There is a Google Sheets attached with the full bill of materials of what I use specifically for this project. So here's some details about the springs. They are 8mm with an outer diameter, and they're 25mm long. They happen to fit just perfectly over a number 10 screw, just like this, and they will work perfectly for a project. Finally, you will need 3 pieces of 3-foot long aluminum rod. 3 of these rods cost me $36 total for 3 solid 1/2-inch aluminum rods. So the first thing I did as I got all my parts off the printer was I added each of the nuts. So this is the LTA. It has 2 nut slots for each of the rod holders, and the second I took it off the printer, I just slid each nut right in. So first we have our mirror cell here, in which we want to drop 3 nuts. Now just make sure they're pushed down all the way. You want to get your 3 knobs. You want to put more nuts inside of them. Take 3 2-inch bolts. I'm putting them through here. So here is our LTA. It's flipped upside down. So I'm going to drop 3 of these down. Make sure to leave a little gap up here when you're doing this. I'm just going to flip these over. Put our mirror cell right on top. Make sure you're holding this down. So now that the base is screwed in, just make sure your top of your screw doesn't come over this lip, otherwise it will scratch your mirror. So try not to do this where that end of the screw is sticking up over the lip. That will scratch the mirror. So now that all of these are seated properly, you just want to flip this over and do a couple turns on each one to make sure that the springs are engaged. And now we have our completed LTA assembly. This mirror cell is currently really wobbly. You can see it wiggling around. So what I do to combat this is I just tighten up these screws initially around maybe 1/2 inch up. So there's a 1/2 inch sticking up here on each of them. So when I do this, it tightens up the spring and actually makes it much more stable like this. So I highly recommend you to do that so that any shaking is prevented. Now we're going to make the MTA assembly. To attach our bearings to our MTA here, we're going to hold these plants towards us, and we're going to have this rod holder pointing up. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the flat piece. You can see that 3 of these sides have like a little lip going up, but one of them doesn't. So that side is going to face down, and these planets are also going to face down. So imagine the telescope is tilted this way. So we're going to have it going like this, with the flat side facing down. So it would not be like this, because then this would be tilted up. So this side is actually going to go here. Our planets are facing down, and this side is also facing down. So it would fit like this. this part supports the entire telescope, so this part needs to be very strong. That's why there's 4 screws, and that's why we printed this bearing with a higher wall count. So the parts we're going to need for our non-rotating focuser is the focuser base, the focuser tube, the retention ring, the focuser, the main nut, collet, and then finally the collet nut. So mine did require a bit of sanding on the inside to make sure it had the perfect fit that I wanted to make it nice and smooth enough to rotate. So I'm using standard Loctite super glue. I'm gonna put some around here and stick this on, and it should hold on while still being able to rotate. We know that there's one of these ridges up here, so I'm just gonna line up one of our slots like this, and then I'm just gonna start screwing it in. So now that we have our focuser tube complete, we need to mount it onto our UTA. So now that our secondary mirror holder is ready, we're just going to slide a spring on top. So I'm currently slicing our spider here, and one thing to note is that the nuts in this case, they have to go inside of the print. So this is halfway through the model. There's the area to put the nuts. So you want to let your printer get up to around here, and then you want to physically pause your printer, drop those 3 nuts in, and then let it continue printing right over top of them. I'm going to pause the printer right here. So I have paused the printer. I'm going to drop our nuts in. So now I'm going to resume the print. We want to make sure we want to get our printed spider here with our embedded nuts. We want to make sure that slot for the nut is facing up, and we're just going to drop this right on top and follow that up with a simple nut. So now we are able to adjust the height of our secondary simply by pushing the spring in, moving that screw up or down, and then letting it go. That keeps everything nice and rigid. Now finally, to adjust our precise angles of this, we need to add 3 long 2-inch bolts through our inserted nuts. And we want to screw that in just about here and make sure we leave a little gap in there. The final step is to angle the mirrors correctly. This process is called collimation. Collimation has three main steps. The first one is the secondary mirror, in which we fix the height and rotation of it, and then the angle of it. Next is the primary mirror, in which we just fix the angle, and then we have to get our main focus. To get the height of the secondary correct, turn it around the screw until it's centered in the focuser. For the rotation, simply turn the eyepiece until you can see the whole outside circle of the LTA. To adjust the angle, simply tighten all the screws with the screwdriver until the spider is clearly visible in the center. Finally, for the primary, simply adjust the knobs until you can see the spider clearly centered in the secondary. After this is set, try not to touch these at all. This will lose collimation and make your image worse. Finally, to get your main focus, simply slide the UTA up and down the rods until you can get a clear image using an eyepiece during the daytime. Now, it's time to view the stars. Here's my first ever image of Jupiter and its moons using a 25mm Plössl eyepiece. A huge thank you goes to all the open source creators who made this model. It's a really great way to get into astronomy. Thank you.